Hello, YouTubers. Damn it. I just wanted to shout an update about this is about 6 months after I installed the engine mounts and messed with the AC. So I realized there's a couple points I missed in the video and just wanted to clarify them here. So basically, probably the first thing you would want to do is disconnect the battery, which is under the back seat on this car, and you basically push in right here towards the rear, and then you lift up and it pops out the clip. The same thing with the other side. And there's just two little hooks under here that you kind of push the seat down when you lift the front up, and they'll slide out. And the only thing you have to worry about is lining the seat belts up when you put it back in, because they kind of fall inside. So I just disconnect the negative battery cable. It's an 8mm bolt, and the battery is like right here under the seat, so it's just pretty easy to find. And that was my trunk, my hood slamming closed there at the beginning. So, but anyway, and then to disarm the airbag system, you want to disconnect the battery, let it sit for about like 10 minutes, let all the energy drain, and I don't know. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it's up in here. Yeah, maybe you can actually. It's see that little yellow harness there? This is the ABS pigtail. It basically has like a little push tab in there. You take a screwdriver and you press it in, and then you pull it out. And this is for the passenger airbag. It's to get at it, you just take out this 7mm bolt and this 7mm bolt. You could also use a Phillips screwdriver. And there's like little tabs that go up in here. You'll see as it pulls out. And there's one all the way in the back here. This basically covers the fan and whatnot. There's actually a little light bulb in here, right here too. I just changed it out with a red LED, but yeah, basically remove this panel and you get at that really easy. And it's the same thing for the driver's side. There's I think 3 little bolts, and just find a little yellow pigtail, disconnect that, and that should disengage all the sensors from your airbags. So if you have to pull out the front crash sensor, it won't deploy the airbags on you. Okay. And I just wanted to show you guys some things under the hood that I didn't cover before. So, slipped up here. Yeah, with it being cold, this one plunger's starting to fail on me on the left here, so this hood doesn't want to stay up because this one keeps falling on me. But anyway, I'll just kind of hold it up as I go here. So, apologize, the sun's kind of behind me at the moment. But, see if I can shadow it. There we go. So, I guess one of the first things you do is you want to disconnect the washer reservoir, and it's, these, I can't even see in the frame, but hopefully you guys can see it. It's these 2 little bolts here. I believe they're 7mm, and then this one is a 10mm. You're gonna need like a deep socket or a wrench to get that one off. And you need a pair of like pretty wide pliers. So you just clamp that hose clamp and you slide it back, and then you could just wiggle out the whole reservoir and just take it out. And then this little hose, you just pull up on it and it'll pop out, either with the rubber or without it, doesn't matter. That's what the crash sensor for your airbags looks like, and it goes all the way under here. That's it right there. And yeah, I've actually replaced that before. It's kind of a pain. This wiring harness kind of goes up, down under the headlight, but anyway. So this is kind of what it looks like, all completely assembled in here. And then I forgot to show you guys how to put this little battery jumper cable box in, but there's two little 7mm bolts on the sides of it. There's one in the back, which I don't know if you could see, but... and then you just like pop this open. You just slide this tab up, and there's like a 15mm bolt that holds the two cables together. Just make sure you put that on nice and tight so it has good connection and doesn't come loose. And yeah, this mount's holding up really well. For 6 months, I'm really pleased. It has barely any wheel hop when you punch it off the lines, and there's really not much engine movement, so I'm happy with it. And the AC, on the other hand, didn't really turn out too well. But turns out there was like a blockage somewhere in the system, so it was building up too much pressure, and I had some leaks. But anyway, what I was trying to say before I got interrupted was that the AC system didn't turn out well. It turns out there's a blockage somewhere in the system, either the evaporator core or the condenser. I guess it's the condenser, which I should have replaced as I did it, but I didn't think there was a problem. So if your compressor blows out, I would say just change like everything in the AC system instead of just doing a few pieces like I did. And so my AC isn't functional, and my used compressor I pulled from the junkyard turns out to be a piece of crap. So I recommend getting a new one, not a remanufactured one or a used one. But I got it for free, so I figured I'd give it a shot. That's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoyed the videos. See ya.